blocks in the periodic table, that how many blocks are present in the periodic table and what are their names and what type of elements are present in the blocks of the periodic table. So let's start our today's lecture. Introduction. We have there are total four blocks in the periodic table. There are total four blocks of elements in the periodic table. So these four blocks are as the first one we have S block elements or S block. The second one we have P block. The third one we have D block elements or the D block of the periodic table. And the fourth one we have F block or the F block elements in the periodic table. So let's discuss the blocks one by one in S and P blocks in the periodic table. So the question arises why there is a need to divide the periodic table in the form of blocks. So the answer is that if we are going to talk about the S block elements, these elements have their valence electrons in the S subshell, so that's why they are known as S block elements. While on other hand, if we are talking about the P block elements, P block elements, so these elements have their valence electrons in the P subshell, so that's why they are known as P block elements. Other, the S block contain alkali and alkaline earth metals, alkaline earth metals, while the P block elements is having from group 3A to group 8A elements. So their valence electrons are present in the P subshell, so that's why they are known as P block elements. So we can find the elements from their valence electron very easy. So that's why the periodic table has been divided into blocks by the name of their subshells. Next we have the D and F blocks in the periodic table. So the D block elements have their electrons valence shell, or we can say that in the valence subshell in the D. So that's why they are known as D block elements, and these are also known as transition elements because they have their electrons in the D subshell. On the other hand, if we are talking about the F blocks, then these F block contain or include, we can say, lanthanides, or the second one is actinides. F block contain actinides and lanthanides, so they have their valence electrons in the F subshell, so that's why they are known as F block elements or F blocks in the periodic table. So if I'm going to draw the general sketch for the periodic table like this, so this is a simple sketch of the periodic table, and lower part we have the lanthanides and the actinides. These two are known as S block elements, and in the center we have P blocks. From there, here we have the D block, and these are known as the F block elements, as these are the lanthanides and the actinides. The lower two rows are going to show the lanthanides and the actinides. And why there was the requirement to show the lanthanides and actinides at the lower part or beside the periodic table? Because in this the elements didn't find the maximum or the minimum space in the periodic table, so that's why the scientists put aside the lanthanides, and actinides are known as the F block elements in the periodic table. So we in this lecture we have learned about the blocks, that is there are four blocks of the periodic table: S, P, D, and F. So I hope you guys understand why the names have been given, because they have electrons in their respective subshells. So that's why the periodic table has been divided into blocks. I hope you guys understand about our today's lecture. And if you have any queries about this, you can ask me about in the comment section, and I will get back to you guys soon, inshallah. For that time, have a good day and Allah Hafiz.